It had been a week since our last meeting, and I still hadn't heard from Charlie. I had way too much time on my hands right then, and I started thinking about him way too often. Is he seeing other women? I kept asking myself. I didn't want to call him because I was scared he'd lose interest if I came off too eager. But I was going nuts waiting for even a single text that never came. When his Porsche finally rolled out from Mount Sinai, he took 97th Street and went through Central Park. Yes, I was following him. I was on the verge of becoming a stalker. He parked near some fancy gourmet shop. What's he buying? I wondered. Then he moved a few yards further and parked outside a florist. Flowers. My stomach flipped. So there were other women he was giving flowers to. He came out holding a couple of orchids, that was all. At least they weren't red roses. I kept tailing him. His car entered his house's garage just past 7. Now what? I was supposed to lurk outside that mansion for God knows how long. I texted him, "What are you doing?" He replied right away.
Making dinner, and you?
Sure he was cooking. Liar. "I'm touching myself thinking of you," I replied. What a crazy thing to say, right? But he thought it was funny. Got company tonight? Did you ask Amanda for a repeat? The jerk found everything hilarious. If he knew I was right outside his house like a freak, he'd quit laughing real quick.
I'm expecting company, but not Amanda. Want to come over? It'll be fun.
So I wasn't the only one, obviously. He wasn't in love with me. So much for my grand strategy of not giving it up too soon. Naive Lola. So damn naive. What time? I asked anyway. My alternative was another lonely night, reading a romantic novel in my room.
Come after dinner. We'll surprise my friend. She'll like it.
He was basically treating me like a sex toy. Perfect. My plan was working really well. Who is she?
Someone. Just come. Don't give it another thought.
Right. We were all just someone. I went home immediately. I felt like I was in a hurry. Gotta make him like me more than whoever my rival is. It mattered that he was into me more than into the woman I was probably about to sleep with, and who I wanted to see drown in the pool. I went back, and as I was walking up to the house, I got this knot in my stomach. I was actually nervous.
Good evening, señora. Mr. Domingo is waiting for you in his bedroom.
This time, not even a dinner or a gin and tonic with some artsy orchid petal. In front of Charlie's bedroom, I found this. My sister would have flipped for such corny shit.
Take off your clothes and put this on.
Inside, I heard moaning. I felt kind of gross now, anxiety creeping back. I opened the bathroom's door, slipped inside, and tossed on that silly underwear. Fitted like a glove. I decided to quit overthinking. I left the bathroom and walked into Charlie's bedroom. And there she was, Alina. That was the day I met her. Charlie wanted to leave us alone so we could get to know each other. Honestly, we hit it off right from the start. Going off what I figured were Charlie's instructions, she took me by the arm and laid me down on the bed. Then we started making out. We had a good time. We ended up totally wiped out. Then Alina left and Charlie went straight to the point.
Now I'm gonna fuck you.
Nah, I think I'm gonna let it slide. I'm wiped out. We started laughing. I was gonna be the one who wouldn't let him fuck her. And then, your friend's really good in bed. Another hooker?
No, that's Alina, my ex-wife. We still sleep together sometimes.
What? She had been cheating on him for God knows how long, then left him for some other dude, and now they were still good friends. He didn't see any problem with it. We kissed a little before he fell asleep. I didn't want to spend the night with him, so I put my dress back on. I just wanted to go home. I left the house and I saw Alina. It didn't look like she was going anywhere anytime soon.
Would you like a glass of wine? It's a beautiful night.
I sat down, just kind of going with the flow. What's going on with you and Charlie?
Maybe one day I'll tell you my story, our story, just not tonight. Tonight I feel calm and happy with you here. Why spoil it? Somehow, I don't know why, you give me peace, Lola. Maybe another day I'll feel like crying and I'll tell you everything.
She started laughing while I was biting my nails, even more eager to hear her story. And that's when I decided to stay the night. If she was staying, so was I. Are we not sleeping with Charlie?
No, we'll use other bedrooms. Trust me, we'll be more comfortable.
The truth is, the three of us wouldn't have fit in his bed. That stuff only happens in movies. In real life, someone ends up elbowing you in the eye. I had a bad night. I felt weird in that bedroom. I couldn't stop thinking. That room didn't have an owner. How many women had stayed there? How many had felt like me? Just someone. In the morning, I put back my dress. I felt strange squeezed into that early in the morning. It's Saturday, so Charlie doesn't work. Maybe I should slip into his bed and finally let him smash, steal him from Alina. Or are they together already? No, Lola, chill. Don't look possessive. Out to the garden, I saw Charlie having breakfast. He was calm. Me, a freaking nervous wreck inside. Let's hope he can't tell.
Hey Lola, how are you? Did you sleep well?
Oh yeah, I slept super well.
Have some breakfast. What do you want?
Anything works for me, really. Where's Alina?
Right in front of you. Haven't you seen her?
I don't know how she got into the pool without me seeing her. The bitch looked radiant. Competing with a woman like that? Not easy.
Hey Lola, come swim with me.
Samantha went to get me a bikini, and I walked in the pool. We laughed a lot, to be honest. I was starting to like that woman. We even kissed a bit, but then...
We have to go, Alina. Please, get dressed. We're running late.
Go? Together? Without me? Where did they want to go together without me?
Stay in the pool if you want, Lola. You can leave whenever you want.
Yeah, I could stay for lunch if I wanted. I could do whatever I pleased. But alone? No, I have a lot to do. I also have to go... Yes, a lot. A whole lot. I had to read some romantic novel, do some laundry, and touch myself all day. I had no physical or emotional strength left to keep playing detective. I didn't want to follow them. Didn't want to know where they were going without me. Let them go to hell. I just wanted to get a proper sleep. Don't miss the next episode, because I'm gonna make my soon-to-be ex-husband pay for everything Charlie's putting me through. And very drunk, I'm heading back to Charlie's place to tell him I'm in love with him. Find my story also on Amazon.